The U.S. government is assembling a vast domestic intelligence apparatus to collect information about Americans, using the FBI, local police, state homeland security offices, and military criminal investigators.
Definitely wouldn't want people being frisked on the streets just for no reason. But if I was carrying a suspicious bag in the right place near a transportation station, I wouldn't object to being somebody looking at it.
The FBI is building a database with the names and certain personal information of thousands of U.S. citizens suspected of acting suspiciously. It is accessible to a growing number of local law enforcement, increasing concerns that it could go public.
I feel it is monitored anyway at this point. Really, if you're investigated, they can go and they can look at your Facebook activity. They pretty much, I feel, monitored anyways.
The system, by far the largest and most technologically sophisticated in the nation's history, collects, stores, and analyzes information about thousands of U.S. citizens and residents, many of whom have not been accused of any wrongdoing.
Congress could exempt a list like this from the Privacy Act, but that shouldn't appear suddenly in the Washington Post. That's something that should appear in the Federal Register, and Congress should vote to pass that and say, okay, we need another secret list. Otherwise, it's illegal.
The government's goal is to have every state and local law enforcement agency feed information to Washington to assist the FBI, which is in charge of terrorism investigations. Groups such as the American Civil Liberties Union have often challenged the government regarding overstepping boundaries when it comes to monitoring individuals. Earlier this year, it released a map outlining 33 states where political spying ran rampant. However, it seems that some Americans are growing more tolerant of how the government monitors them because of terrorism fears.
I think it should do it wholeheartedly. I mean, terrorism is a serious deal, so the more they do it, the better, safer I feel anyhow.
What may be just as astonishing is how much the U.S. spends on data collecting of Americans. The Department of Homeland Security has given $31 billion in grants since 2003 to state and local governments for homeland security, and to improve their ability to find and protect against terrorists, including nearly $4 billion in 2010. Colin Campbell, Press TV, Washington.